It was much the same in 1982 in the United States. We had to bring this disease out in the open and begin talking about it. We talked to everyone initially. It is so wonderful to be here again today with all of you. And it makes me think back a long time ago. At first, there was only one volunteer. Her name was Susie Komen. She recruited me into her cause to eradicate breast cancer. When we were little girls, our mother would tell us over and over again, you girls must be good stewards of your country. It's up to you to fix what's wrong. Well, Susie and I took the lesson to heart. When she was 9 and I was 6, we tried to fix the first thing we noticed that was wrong, polio. We put on a little variety show in our backyard to raise money. I sang and danced magnificently, I thought. Although afterwards, Susie quietly told me that my redeeming quality was selling tickets to events and organizing them, not performing in them.
A lot of people think probably that one singular sensation was written for a chorus line. This is not true. It was written actually for Nancy Brinker. A lot of people don't know that.
Susie was my best friend.
At the time she was diagnosed, she was a 33-year-old young woman. The times were very different. It was in 1977. And there weren't any 1-800 for cancer numbers to call. There weren't wide numbers of support groups.
Susan's battle was hard, and in the end, the disease would prevail.
It was right about at the end when she was suffering so much that she asked me to do something to help her, help other women and families to fix what was really wrong in our lives, which was breast cancer.
Nancy's promise to her sister turned into a crusade that has saved countless others.
We're looking for the day when we have a definitive blood test which says, this woman is about to develop breast cancer. And I know, for one, I won't feel I've fulfilled the promise to my sister 100% until it does happen.
A lot of women are ready to stand up and say, I've got breast cancer, but people need an opportunity to become an advocate.
Your group is now the largest privately funded organization fighting breast cancer.
Right.
So let me ask you this. Why should the government be involved in doing research on some of these diseases?
Because the truth of it is, Carl, that so much of the progress we're going to make in any disease has to be a private-public partnership. You know, for anything to be effective, it has to come out of the private sector and then hopefully mold and shape partnerships with the government. And, you know, in good times, tides raise all ships, and we're lucky our funding's increased. Hence, we're able to do more with the government, sponsor more peer-reviewed research, do all kinds of help with innovative clinical trials. We are very much behind reauthorizing the CDC funding, Centers for Disease Control, because we know that whatever the government provides, we're able to add sometimes those last dollars to make a program really work.
We know that breast cancer, albeit any cancer, is never cured in the laboratory alone, and that is why we have embraced funding clinical programs as well, such as our new grassroots initiative called Project Craft, Clinical Research Affiliates Funding Trials in 6 states, where we are going to raise awareness about clinical trials and help break down barriers that keep thousands of breast cancer patients from participating every year. Komen-funded community-based organizations will help alert patients and physicians to this opportunity, even arrange transportation and child care so that women can participate. We hope to be able to expand our craft program in many other communities because we know that it works. We understand that this is a partnership with the government. Those of us at the Komen Foundation are prepared to go all the way with you, to walk the walk, not just talk the talk.
I can't tell you how much I admire the work that you've done in behalf of finding the cure to breast cancer and the people and the financial resources that you've marshaled to make this happen. It's just incredible.
Many of you may have heard of a woman, or certainly knew of her, called Helen Keller. She was a woman, a famous American, who was deaf and blind, and yet she was a magnificent communicator. And one day, someone asked her, "Is there anything worse